What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today I'm going to showcase some Fearow gameplay in the Open Great League meta. I think Fearow is one of the most flexible flying-type Pokemon that we have right now in the Go Bad League. The main reason being that Drill Run is the best coverage move you really could ask for on a flying-type Pokemon. It's good into Electric, it's good into Rock, and it's good into Steel, the three main typings that flying-type damage doesn't really do that well against. So Fearow here is a very cool pick, and I'm excited to try it out today. Really quickly though, before we get into the battles, I do want to say if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It would help out the channel quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it. But let's get into the battles and see what this team can do. We got our first game. Fearow into Shadow Caesar. Okay, interesting way to start it out. Shadow Caesar is not, bad necessarily for Fearow, but the longer it goes, the worse it does get, because you can see these bullet punches are shredding my HP right now. So what I'm actually going to do is I will shield up the first attack here, because I want to survive long enough to get a second move against him, potentially. There's a chance it's like double water in the backline. I've seen that kind of team in the past, and if that is the case, then maybe my Euphis can have some more play. I'm hoping they don't get a boost, or that they didn't get the boost, and I don't think they did, but these bullet punches are adding up quite a bit, so, maybe they did. We force energy out of them now, and so this Night Slash will knock us out. I could shield this, but I feel like having a shield still left in play is not a bad thing here. And we'll see if they get a boost this time. Hopefully not once again. No boost. And we go for the Shadow Claw down here. We take a lot of damage in the process. Man, did they boost, or is that just the regular damage? That might just be like straight up the regular damage that they'd get against us. Could be Azu in the back. They're staying in? No way they're staying in here. Well, I guess I didn't really need to switch this game. Just getting a massive energy lead is all it takes to be able to flip this backline, I think. I'm very happy that my Unova Stunfisk is so strong here. It wasn't the Azumarill that I thought it would be, but I mean, the Jellicent is just about as good, if not, honestly, a little bit better for us. Saying we are able to not take any fast move pressure here from them, and with the energy lead that I have, I mean, not only can I outpace to 2 discharges, or 3 even, but if I need to, I can swap back into my Sableye here and Shadow Claw down in just a second. Discharge might just knock out, though. Yeah, it does, straight up. So they don't even get a move off with that Jellicent. They were at back-to-back surfs when they went down, so if they had a little bit more energy, they could have had a chance. I guess they're staying in this game. They're not going to give up just yet, but if I were them, I probably would at this point. This is not looking great for them. Very satisfying. Like, first game of the day, beating a Bastiodon Steelix core, because, man, that is one of the most, frustrating cores if you're on the wrong side of RPS that you could face. Alright. Well, another Mud Bomb might not knock out because Basti is bulky. They're still staying in this game. I guess we Thunder Shock down. I don't know why they stayed in so long, but okay, we'll take it. Next game. Alright, Fearow in the lead up against a Titan. That is not ideal. I am a little bit ABA weak to this Pokemon, but I should be able to get his shield here with Drill Peck. And, I mean, Titan, while a Core Breaker, it's not like completely unplayable for any of my Pokemon. It's just, it has a lot of damage against us, so we'll see what we can do. We get a shield there. I'm going to swap into Sableye now to try my best to either get them to swap out or maybe drain some energy here on my Sableye. They do end up throwing a move against us right now, and just with fast move pressure, I have put them down pretty low here. They're one away from their next Icicle Spear, and they come in with their own Sableye. I'm going to build up to what might have been a Dazzling Gleam. They might shield it, they might let it go. Really depends right now on how much they respect my Sableye. Okay, they actually do let that go. That's crazy. Well, I'm going to shield then and farm this all the way down. Am I? Actually, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm going to let this go and farm down with my Fearow instead, which I hope I can do without needing to shield here, but it's going to be close. We do get the farm down. That's good news. Ah, this is so bad, though. There's a chance I'm too low on my Fearow. They might just Powder Snow us down here. If they can't Powder Snow down, then I could still win this game. If they do Powder Snow down, I probably lose. I need 3 more Pecks. Oh, no! That's so bad. One fast move away from being able to get that knockout there. I'm going to take a full move here from this Titan, and that's not ideal. I can knock this out, and I can see the third Pokemon, but it has to be like a Talonflame for me to even have a sliver of a chance, and I'll be honest, that seems unlikely. That seems very unlikely right now. I was hoping they'd throw a charge attack against my Fearow, because if they did that, I would have got an extra peck through him. But smart play by them, very smart play. Yeah, I threw the discharge just in case they caught on something I'd have play into. But, like, even jealous, and while it is good for me, the fact that I need to dump all my energy, and the fact that 2 discharges don't knock out, is that's not quite winnable enough for us, dang it. Alright, next game. Fearow into Marowak. There we go, that's a pretty good lead matchup. My Unova Stunfisk wants to avoid this at all costs, so let's see what they're gonna do. They're actually staying in, which is kind of a desperate play by them, I'd have to say. With that said, they can go for a Rock Slide here in the Zero Shield matchup, and they can actually win it, just because this Pokemon's not going to get one-shot by any of my moves right now. Yeah, they do let that go, but I mean, if you're staying in here, and I guess, like, waiting a turn and giving me a free Peck Sneak, I feel like that's desperate. That shows to me there's probably a Ghost or Fighting-type Pokemon in the backline. They bait with a Bone Club? Why would you ever bait there? I don't understand that. Oh boy. I'm not going to stay in. I'm going to swap in Sableye, which might be a crazy play. Saying Sableye is not really a great answer into Carbink. But the way that I see it here, I can keep my Fearow around. I can just stall long enough that I can keep my Fearow around as well. And, man, I'm kind of thinking maybe it's like a Gourgeist in the back, the way they're playing this. Because they're not swapping out at this matchup. And they were so scared of my lead. So Gourgeist could potentially be the final Pokemon right now. Rock Slide doesn't quite knock us out even, so I get a Foul Play through him. And while this isn't going to do a lot of damage, it will guarantee they're in Drill Run or Mud Bomb range, and it also stalls out the switch clock just a second longer here. So if they ever swap, I should be able to swap into my Fearow. Let's see what they're going to do, though. I'll bring in my Ufisk here in just a second. When I know I can swap if I need to. I guess we don't get to see. I would imagine they were pretty soft, though, to our Fearow with how they were playing out that game. Love to see it. All right, all right. Oh, next opponent here, Dialap. Really good battler from Canada. Let's see what he's going to run today. Melmetal. All right. If I remember correctly, there was a team yesterday we fought a couple of times. That was like a Goodra Melmetal for Alligator team, actually. Which I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing that right now. Likely a double Iron Bash here. I think that was only 5 or 4 pass moves, so yeah. I'll throw out what could be a Dazzling Gleam. Let's see if they fall for the bait or not. But the thing is, my Unova Stunfisk should be a pretty good core breaker right now for this team later on. We do get a shield there, that's pretty nice. And we get some energy out of them. So, the way that I see it right now, my Fearow is really not that useful for me in this game. I might just sacrifice it a little bit here, and then invest in my Unova Stunfisk. Like, on paper, I should survive a Thunder Punch here, and if they do want to shield it, then they can be my guest. Yeah, I mean, that hurts, right? But we do survive it. We get the Drill Peck through him. And we likely see a no-shield, but we'll see. Maybe they shield this because they think that they still need their Goodra for the backline. No, they do let it go. And there we go. Yeah, it is actually exactly the team I thought it was going to be. 5. All right. So right now, what we're going to see is I can outpace them here, but 1 Discharge does not knock out, which is a little bit scary. But them no-shielding that should just win me the game. I just tap my screen, and I farm down. My only lose condition here is, like, maybe the Melmetal is on, like, Hyper Beam. I don't know if that's a moveset that people run, but Hyper Beam could be bad. Everything else, like, either it's going to start superpowering me, or it's going to be, like, I don't know. I guess, what other moves does it have? It's just, like, Superpower Rock Slide Thunderbolt? Like, that's not looking good for them. That's all I can say. They can try to catch here, too, on their Goodra, but if they ever catch, that's going to be a little bit bad for them, too, because then they can't clear their debuffs that this Pokemon's going to have. Oh, well, they caught immediately, whatever. Seven. Interesting timing for them to have caught on. Yeah, I mean, I should just farm this down even, because if they can knock us out here, they're going to be at, like, -2 attack, -2 defense. There's nothing they can do to knock us out after that, so it should just be our game. I'm kind of curious to see how much a superpower actually does do here. Yeah, that's just not enough. They're at another one already, but they would have to be at 3 here, and if they were at 3, then I just kind of win the game straight up with my Fearow pecking this down too. So, yeah, we should be fine. Really, really bad lead matchup there. But I remember a team from yesterday, and it was actually that exact same team. So Sableye baiting out the Goodra, and then Unova and Stunfisk core breaking in the back line was kind of massive for us here. So nice. I'm happy with that win. All right, next match, we're going to see Fearow up against Stunfisk. Okay, continuing the trend of not necessarily winning the lead matchup. Let's see what we can do here. I catch a discharge, I think, on my Sableye, and I don't know if that's a good play or not, but, you know, I feel like it could be a worse play, because discharge is less efficient than Mud Bomb. Yeah, we do survive that. Oh, hey, oh, that's not a Fearow. That's a Toucannon. That's kind of cool, but it's a Shadow Toucannon, right? So likely they do need to shield this foul play up. This Pokemon is not known for its bulk. Yeah, we get a shield. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, we force energy out of them. That's huge. I think I'm at 1 HP, so if I shield that, I could get not drill pecked, I could get shield KO'd, that's the word I'm looking for. I don't want that to happen. This might be a strange play as well, but I will shield up a Beak Blast, because man, that would hurt quite a bit. It's a Shadow Beak Blast, right? That would do a lot of damage. Oh, dude, that's dirty! What? They catch on 5? Alright, dude. I guess I deserve that. I thought they were gonna build up to the other move there. Whatever, you know, this is still fine. I have my other guy around. Surely it's double flyer this game. But man, I'm not happy that they caught on me. I mean, I can go for the drill run now. If they no-shield this, that's probably their best play, actually. That was such a nasty catch, though, man. Okay. We get a shield, nice. I'm kind of worried, though. Like, what if they get another catch on us? There's a chance maybe they can catch my next drill run, because I have thrown... This is the 4th move, so there's a good chance they can catch, actually. Yeah, I mean, they can, but there's not really much I can do about it. I have to throw the energy, right? And at least I can farm this down with my Stunfisk. Oh, that does knock out, but they just bring back in the Stunfisk here. Maybe I can catch another discharge this game. We'll see. What's their final Pokemon gonna be? Okay, they threw after 2. They're like, we're not gonna let another catch happen. We're just gonna throw after 2. I was gonna catch after 3. Maybe they Mud Bombed. No. I should have caught that. That would have been so funny. But they can catch my Mud Bomb now, too, which is really annoying. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a Togekiss in the backline, or maybe their own Fearow. But I'm so low on HP. Oh, no! That's not fun! That's not fair at all! Ah, man. They weren't supposed to have an Annihilate. That makes me feel like I could have had a way to win this game, then, if I kept my Fearow around. Yeah, they just get a Rage Fist here. That's unfortunate. But well played to them. Honestly, we both made some nice catches this game, but they made slightly better catches than me. It was a really bad lead matchup, and we almost had a chance there, but like they played out of their mind to make sure we didn't have a chance. All right, 3-2. Got the Galarian Corsola. Didn't really win many leads so far, but honestly, we still put in some work here. We got back into the 2700s, so not bad to start it out. All right, we got our next game here. Let's see if we can win this lead. Come on, Fearow. I know you can do it. Okay, hold on. This is a good lead. Let's see what they have in the back. Or they're going to stay in here, which is crazy. I can go for a Drill Peck immediately. And I mean, Drill Peck here should draw a shield from them pretty early on in the match. I'm kind of surprised they're staying in, although these counters, you can see, are doing quite a bit of damage. And they can ramp up with a Rage Fist, it looks like. But I mean, that could be an Ice Punch as well. I'm going to shield this just because I either want Switch or I want both shields down. Well, that's annoying. They can actually win Switch if they want to here. But I could see it being like a, I don't know, Dugong or a Basti or a Wigglytuff in the back. I've seen a lot of teams recently. We'll just come in Sableye here to absorb the energy, because I feel like the odds of like a Wigglytuff in the back are still pretty high. I can't believe Annihilate makes this matchup so close, though. As in, it just won the 1-shield matchup, or the 2-to-1, I should say. Alright, be Basti, please be Basti. I mean, they're staying in, so maybe that's a good sign for us that it's a Bastiodon in the back. If it is Basti, we still have a decent amount of play. If it's, I don't know, anything else, I guess we'll play it by ear. They could Swift us here, which honestly would not be a bad play. No, they Icy Wind. Honestly, I feel like that's a little bit of a misplay by them. They can land a Swift into us, though, so maybe it's not that bad for them to do. But they're only going to get a Swift now. If they went for a Swift bait, they could have landed the Icy Wind straight up. They have the Swift now. And they do throw it right when they get it. That's a smart play. Big Swift. We're so low on HP right now. But we can knock this out here with a Mud Bomb. Alright. This game's gonna get weird. It is the Bastion in the back. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw one Mud Bomb, save the second one, come in Sableye, and try to, like, first of all, clear my debuff, and maybe land a Foul Play if I can. But at the last second here, they actually do reach the move, because I only got one Shadow Claw against both the Wigglytuff and the Annihilate. There's a chance they smack down me all the way down here. I say there's a chance. I think it's a guarantee. I think it's just straight up gonna happen here, unfortunately. Just not enough bulk. Not enough damage. Maybe if I would have swapped out sooner? Ah, that's so tragic, man. Man, Fearow, how did you lose that matchup against Annihilate? I thought I'd be able to guarantee switch advantage that game. But like the fact that Annihilate farmed me down and got a Rage Fist into Sableye, that is criminal. Alright, next opponent. We gotta win this one, man. I don't know how Fearow just lost to the Annihilate. Okay, so I think we all know the backline the second we see this. It's probably gonna be like Steelix Wigglytuff. But it could be Gastro Wigglytuff as well, which would be even worse. But I don't necessarily have a great way to deal with this Mightyena anyway, so just kind of coming in here with my Fearow and, you know, just doing Drill Pecks and stuff, I think will be the play. Is it weird to think that I survive a Poison Fang here? Maybe I don't. I do, though. Which is actually pretty nice, because either I get the second shield here, or maybe a knockout, but it is a non-Shadow Mightyena, so maybe they survive this if they no-shield. They do no-shield, they do survive. Alright. I'm gonna come in Sableye, just in the off chance it's not actually the team that I think it is. It's exactly the team that I think it is. But it might be the Steelix in the back. And if that is the case, still very playable, right? Because Steelix is not necessarily great into Sableye, and they can't really bring in the Steelix into my Unova Stunfisk here. Yeah, that's a very early shield, so I wonder what's in the back. They can Icy Wind us now all they want, but the Switch Clocks are now going to be desynced. I can shield the Icy Wind as well, which is a lot of energy down the drain. And I still can knock out with 3 Mud Bombs here, which is pretty nice. Alright, so they're at 3 right now. 3 away from their next Icy Wind. 4, 5, 6. So they have to throw the Icy Wind on alignment here if they want to get it off first. Which they do end up doing. I mean, I have to shield. I don't love this necessarily that I have to shield this, but it's fine. I'm going to overfarm a little bit. That way I have a Mud Bomb. Oh no, they caught. I think that's still very much fine. I'm a little bit surprised that they swapped there, but this honestly is not bad chip damage to get into them. So they do have an Earthquake now, potentially, if that is a move they're running. And, I mean, 3 Charms don't knock out my Sableye from here. So, as long as I, knock this Pokemon out with my Sableye now, I can guarantee getting a Foul Play off into that Wigglytuff. Okay, in before 3 Charms knock me out somehow. But no, there's no way. So we just foul play, and if they threw energy, we'd have a Mud Bomb as well. Luckily here, Mightyena, while it is a really annoying lead, very predictable backline, and Stunfisk is generally pretty good into the backline with that. Luckily, no Gastrodon. That could have been annoying, but we got the win. All right, next opponent. We'll see Fearow against Azumarill. Okay. I don't know exactly how this matchup goes, but I'd imagine the longer it is, the better it is for Fearow. Kind of surprised to see a swap out by them, actually. And they do let us throw first, so they don't go for anything crazy here, like an Aqua Tail just to get chip damage against us. Instead, they instantly throw this move. Whoa. I mean, I guess if they let that go, I'm going to shield once and try to farm down. I hope they don't get 2 Aqua Tails here. But they might. Okay, well, if they crunch, they don't get a second move off guaranteed. I think it's almost certainly like a Bastion in the back, right? The way they're playing this out, it would not be unlikely to me. Hello, Azumarill. What are you doing back here? Weird. I am kind of confused, actually, right now, then. But, I mean, Sableye and Unova and Stunfisk are a pretty good core in the back, so there should be a lot of play, depending on what their final Pokemon's going to be. They're at 4. I mean, they could have come in here because they wanted to save a shield for Basti, right? But I feel like they're trying to bait out a Mud Slapper or a Ground type, which is why they swapped out. 7. All right. So they're at 2 right now. The slightly annoying thing here is they will be able to get a move off against us if they... Okay, good. It's more Morpeko in the back, which is probably one of the best things that a Unova and Stunfisk could see. Because I can survive this move. I can shield the next Aura Wheel, and then potentially just, like, no-shield everything else. But the Azumarill is still around. It can still maybe get a catch-off, maybe throw a move, but yeah, it would be a long shot, even if they could. Because even my Sableye, over time, can deal with the rest of that Morpeko if they ever try to go for a catch. Next opponent. We're going to see Fearow up against Florges. Okay, on neutral energy, this is actually pretty good for the Fearow. Down a little bit of energy, it can get a bit awkward, just because the Florges can outpace, but I pace evenly. I get the Drill Peck off before a debuff can come through. And if I can neutralize this Pokemon, that's going to be nice, because I have a Fairy weakness in the backline, as well as 2 Pokemon that aren't necessarily the best when it comes to neutralizing a Pokemon with, like, Chilling Water or Trailblaze. They built up to a Moonblast here, which is why I'm shielding this attack. But they do just go for a Chilling Water, so a nice bait by them. But I survive another Chilling Water here, so I'll let them throw it if they want to. And I am banking on the fact that maybe my Fearow's energy could be a little bit scary into the backline here for our opponent. I'm going to swap out, save my energy. Wow, that was a simul swap? That was not intended by me, but it's actually kind of beneficial because we see a Shadow Dusknoir come in. A Pokemon that very much does not enjoy the Shadow Claw damage I'm dishing out. But they are already at a Shadow Punch here. 5, 6. Alright, they throw in bad timing, which actually makes a little bit of sense here. But I should be able to no-shield this, come back in Fearow, and use the energy that I have to snipe them down before they get another move off. They're at 7 right now. So they do have a Shadow Punch if they do, for some reason, shield this move up. But I would be surprised to see it. Yeah, down goes Dusknoir. And I'd probably get another move off this game. Okay, well, I waited a turn. It didn't really work for us. But luckily they swapped as well. And I mean, I have a move left over on my Fearow. I survive a Hydro Cannon here no matter what. And the Thundershock damage will put them into Mud Bomb range. They just didn't have a lot of play here for Empoleon in the backline, unfortunately for them. I figured my lose condition would be like if they caught the Drill Run, that could be kind of bad. But luckily there, like, not only did we have a lot of Ufisk left, a lot of energy, we also had a full Drill Run on Fearow, so that Empoleon was kind of in a bad spot. Ooh, Chalke. I don't know if this is the same Chalke. It's a Chalke, though. And they're running Hakamoa. Pretty good lead matchup, saying my peck damage is super effective here. We see a Shadow Tentacle come in. And potentially, I kind of fell for their trap, actually. I came in Unova and Stunfisk against this Pokemon, which might not be the best idea, saying super effective Scald is going to hurt, but I should survive it, yeah. We get debuffed, that's not the most ideal thing out there. Because now if they want to, they probably can no-shield and survive this move. And I don't love that, per se. Yeah, that debuff's actually a little bit costly here, potentially. I would love to see them shield this, though. If they shield this attack up, I would be very grateful. Oh, they do? I don't know if they can farm down. They cannot, which is really bad for them now. With that said, technically my Sableye damage is entirely resisted by Hakamoa, but... What? They just let that go down? Yeah, I mean, I don't think they were winning this game anyway. Like, if I pretend I only have one shield left in play here this game, they're still in a lot of trouble. Okay, they're air cuttering. I'm not going to shield that. Like, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say that I ended up, needing to shield the Scald here. I think we're still very much going to win this game. They might think I have Dazzling Gleam here as well, but just the fact I land this foul play, that's all I needed my Sableye to do, because now they're in Drill Run range as well. But obviously I don't have Gleam, so I can't get the funny one-shot here, but I can get a lot of foul play damage, which, I mean, while it is resisted, it will still hurt quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that misplay on their end really mattered too much. We just had way too much of an advantage going into that mid-game matchup there. Oh, and that's a 4-1 set. Nice. Didn't win all that many leads with the team, but it still put in a lot of work here. I think Fearow is a really fun sweeper, like a really fun core breaker that has really good coverage. 1 point off expert. So tragic. Fearow is just so flexible here. Not only do you have that access of Drill Run as a coverage move, but Peck as well as Drill Peck is just such an efficient combination of fast and charge move pressure. It's basically the best flying type Pokemon as long as you can handle how squishy it is. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.